What is up, YouTube? My name is Jacob and I'm here today with yet another video, and this one is really not so much as a review, or rather it's my feelings on something. More specifically, it's my feelings on how I feel that Sons of Anarchy has kind of gone downhill. By the way, I apologize for the lighting. As you can see, it's dark outside. The lighting situation in my room is not that perfect, so this is what I have to go with, but I'm going to make it work. So I feel that Sons of Anarchy has kind of gone downhill. And first of all, let me just say that I'm actually a huge fan of Sons of Anarchy. I have been a huge fan of the series really ever since season 1. And I know that every year around about, the fall time, September comes around, it's like, oh yes, Sons of Anarchy's coming back on. It's going to be awesome. And for the past 2 seasons, it hasn't been really a letdown. It's just, it hasn't really felt like that same Sons of Anarchy, and I'll get into that a little bit deeper. So, for those of you that do not know what Sons of Anarchy is about, Sons of Anarchy is about a motorcycle club, but that's not really what the whole show's about. The main central storyline is the evolution of one of the guys in the motorcycle club who is Jax Teller. Now Jax, when he starts out, he's actually the vice president of the club. He's second in command to his stepdad, Clay Morrow. And Jax is basically butting heads with his father-in-law because he has a certain vision for the club, that same vision that his actual dad had. And he sees Clay as almost like a disease to the club because Clay is out for himself. He's out to see how much money he can make, how much, pull he can have, and he doesn't. And Jax sees that Clay doesn't really care about the club, and so that's the classic, father versus son battle when it comes to the Sons of Anarchy. Now, so really, that's what the whole show is about. It's basically the evolution of Jax into being, the guy that he wants to be, and him creating the club that he wants to have. And that's basically kind of like the backstory. Now, as far as why I feel Sons of Anarchy hasn't really lived up to my standards, well, seasons 1 through 3 were amazing. And they basically, Sons of Anarchy was just all over the place. There were different, things going on. There was a whole bunch of different storylines taking place. During the 3rd season, at one point they actually go to Ireland, which was pretty cool. It was nice to see them taken out of California. Whether they actually filmed in Ireland or not, I do not know. And man, that camera is blurry. There it goes. So, sorry, I saw that in the mirror. But anyway. So, and then in season 4 really was kind of a culmination of these events. It was a culmination between Jax and Clay. And because in the 4th season, it really, everything between them finally comes to a head, and Jax ends up taking the presidency away from his stepfather. He ends up getting control of the club, and he ends up becoming the president, and he basically sends his old man down the ranks, even below vice president. So where do I feel like the show's kind of gotten fizzled out, I want to say? Really, I feel it's because there really isn't a main central strong antagonist anymore. Now, seasons 1 through 3, there was one antagonist, and it was Agent Stahl, and this was like the end-all be-all of antagonists. She was like the perfect bad guy for the Sons of Anarchy. She was a ATF agent. That's what she was. She was an ATF agent, and her sole mission was to bring down the Sons of Anarchy because she loves justice, and she wants to see these guys brought to justice. But then it gets even better because Otto Delaney, one of the members, actually ends up beating the living crap out of her when she's interrogating him and trying to get him to, kind of roll over on the club, which is something you don't do. That's when you're in 1% motorcycle club, you do not rat to save your life whatsoever. You stay silent until you go, and that's basically what it was. Now, that's why I feel the first 3 seasons were so good, is because you had this agent who is constantly battling these guys. She's looking to take down the whole entire club, not just one guy, not just 2. She's looking to take down the entire club. And when you have, a legitimate character like that, then it makes it believable that there's someone out there who could really take down this club. And for those of you that watch the show, at the end of season 3, Agent Stahl gets killed by Opie in the back of the head with a MAC-10 machine gun. And ever since then, there hasn't really been a central antagonist. Yeah, sure, you've had the white supremacists, you've had the one sheriff who basically replaced Unser, but there hasn't really been a main central bad guy. You had Lincoln Potter in the 4th season, but they didn't really do anything with that. He didn't really develop, and he left after a season. And then at the end of the 5th season, you had Lee Torek. Now, Lee Torek could have been something. He was basically kind of like the male version of Agent Stahl. And on top of all that, he was crazy. Like, this dude was like that, like slit insane. And the reason why I think Lee Torek could have been a credible character and why he was so crazy is because Otto, the same guy who beat the crap out of Agent Stahl, actually kills Lee Torek's sister in the most gruesome way ever. Like, there was blood just everywhere, and it was like gruesome to watch. Like, he stabbed her with basically like a crucifix, a wooden crucifix, and he just stabbed her in the neck, stabbed her in the face, and so much blood. And so obviously Lee gets upset and he wants revenge on the club, so he's going to try and pick up the Rico case. And this dude was just crazy, but he could have been like a good antagonist for these people. But if you watched last week's episode, which was called Wolf Game Cell, I think it was like it's the 4th episode of season 6. They kill him off, and there goes the focus again. They kill him off, and they killed Otto Delaney off. So you had what could have been a strong antagonist, but now he's dead, and that's why I feel Sons of Anarchy has kind of not really fizzled out, because it's still a good show and there's still like a lot of things left to be said and a lot of things left to be done, but they need that strong central antagonist that they had in Stahl, and they haven't found one yet. And I believe that strong central antagonist really adds to the show. In the comment section below, let me know what you think. If you watch Sons of Anarchy, are you enjoying the show? Do you feel like it's had a decline maybe, or you're just not enjoying it anymore? Let me know in the comment section below. Write whatever you want to say. Again, this is pretty much opinionated. Like I said, that was my opinion of what I feel about Sons of Anarchy. I'm still going to continue to watch the show. I still love the show. But just leave your feedback. Also, let me know if you like the video or not. Feel free to thumbs it up. Feel free to subscribe. All that other bull crap. If you don't want to, you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, just let me know. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go get off my high horse now. I'm going to go watch some more TV shows, and I will be back with another review soon. So, until I see you guys next time, my name is Jacob Jones, and I'll see you guys later.